Alrighty, here's the update that I promised. And this is where the lima beans are. They have a netting over them. And there they are, getting really big already. Alright. And there's the flowers. And over here, I have the netting up. And look at how well the black eyed peas are doing. And I just planted the seeds a week ago yesterday. And they were just seeds. And they're already doing really, really good. So both of these are black eyed peas. I just planted lettuce in this one. Nothing in there yet. Green onions are sprouting really nicely. Nothing in here yet. We did get a bunch of these little solar powered lights and put them all through the garden. And at night when it's pitch black, since we're out in the country and there's no street lights or anything, when you look out the window out here, it looks like a giant spider web with all of these lights. Alright, and then under the greenhouse, I'm so afraid there's always going to be a snake under here. There's the tomatoes. Let me see if I can move this a little better. Alright, the tomatoes are popping up. And those are the wax beans. So I've got to transplant those. So, put that back down. So I'll probably get out here tomorrow and transplant the wax beans into some of the pools. I have 3 empty ones right now. The tomatoes won't go in a pool because those will be too big. And I don't have enough depth to put the tomato, whatchamacallits, posts. I'm not thinking today. It's been a long day of canning and everything. So yeah, it's coming out really good. We got more straw laid down. Alright, sorry, I had to clean off the lens again. The house is cold and the hot, humid weather out here makes it fog up. We just had a really good rainstorm with wind and thunder and lightning and shaking the house. So anyway, but yep, so it's coming along pretty good. Put a lot more hay down, or straw actually. Put it back there to soak up some of the wetlands, and it'll help my grass grow too. That's what we did over there. After we moved in, we put a bunch of hay down, and in about a month it got green grass. Let's see if we can zoom in. The sole survivor of the garden I planted early spring, my green beans, aka okra. I've gotten 6 good sized ones off of it already, and there's more. I think there's about 7 or 8 more buds popping up. All the animals. Let's go see the goats. Little stinkers busted into their hay barrel, the box that has their hay, so we had to close it again. We should be getting a shed here soon, and then we can put all their feed, or their hay and stuff in there. But right now we have their feed in each of their pens, and they're not able to get to it. Like, she's standing on theirs right now. They can't get the lid off. And their hay is in that black tote, and that's why we pull a brick out every morning and feed it to them. So, I hear you, Penelope. I hear you, pretty girl. You're gonna talk some more, baby girl? You're gonna say hi? So everybody's doing good. I hear you, baby. Mr. Turkey. Mrs. Turkey. Not so little baby anymore. The ducks. There's the baby duck that's not such a baby anymore. And you can't see, but there's a mama laying on some eggs again in the duck habitat, or breeder box. Let's go over here. My feet are getting sopping wet, this ground, with all this rain. I cannot wait for it to dry up. All my chickens. And that's their feed container, and they can't get into it. And that's the duck one, and they can't get into it. All the lids snap down. Of course, the only ones that like the rain are the pigs because of their mud. There's the baby pigs. They're going to a farm swap this weekend. Hopefully we'll sell them. There's my big ones. There's Mr. Bits. That's little Olivia's daddy. And there's Mr. Pig. And there's little Mama. But she's not Olivia's mom. She's the mom to those three and the itty bitty one over there. So, need to clean that out because that's what the pigs will go in this weekend. So, yeah, you guys talking? They would love their dinner tonight. They got apple cores and peels and potato peels. Alright, let's go back towards the front. And a friend of ours who likes to have big old bonfires allowed us to take all of our scrap wood, and it was the hold on, I am totally sinking in mud right now, and of course I'm out here in flip-flops. Okay. The bed of my husband's truck was loaded completely down, and our trailer over there was completely loaded to the top with tons and tons of wood. So he's gonna have a big old bonfire tonight with it all. And we got, when we had ordered a truckload of free pallets to do all of those back there, it came with probably about 50 or 60 good usable pallets, and the rest was all pieces, parts, and stuff that we couldn't use. And it had been junking up my front yard. So now it's all gone. And that was a puddle. It was starting to dry up. We threw a bunch of hay down, and after today's rain, it's back to a puddle. And then let's go out front. I don't think I've shown you the front. And oh, my foot just went totally in water. We've only been in this house since exactly 1 week before Christmas. And that's the little fenced in area for our dogs, so they can come out and go to the bathroom, and they're not having to be pinned up or in a small pen, because they were in a small one like what the pigs are in when we first moved in, because a couple of them are too strong and pulled up their stakes when we used to stake them out back, and they'd get off their leashes. So now this area is fenced in just for them. Eventually the whole property will be fenced in. Our table, pretty plants that are in these. Got these a couple months ago, and I don't even remember what they are, but they're pretty. They have like a a wax feel to them, and they're like a reddish color. And then a giant pool that I'm going to drain and move over here where it's a little bit more level. That's where we had the old pool. So yeah, that's the front side. That over there all used to be filled with scrap wood. It's all gone. The street. There's where our well is. And all this area was junked up with tons of scrap wood also. Now it's all gone. Yay! Eventually, we want to put a deck out front here and put the hot tub on it. A friend of ours gave us that, or sold it to us. So, but it needs to be hardwired. We can't just plug it in. So we're gonna build a deck from the corner over to the stairs and out a little bit, and it'll go right there. So that's about it for now. But yeah, I just wanted to give you an update on the garden and show you it's doing really good. So far it's, where's my thumb? It's a thumbs up on the pools. Now of course you couldn't grow like carrots that have to go deep into the ground unless you get some of those bigger, deeper plastic pools. Then I'm sure you could grow them in that, but I'm not going to grow them in that, in these little tiny ones. So yep, there we go. There's the garden. So I'll come back and do another update probably Wednesday, see how things are going, and that way I'll have transplanted the wax beans. You can see those as well. As always, thank you for watching, and y'all have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.